Hello everyone, welcome to this new lesson in the course. In this lesson, we are going to create this nice menu hover effect. You can see when I hover over the menu items, the link moves up to the top and another link comes from the bottom and takes its place. Then a green background grows from left to right. Then, when hovering away, the green background shrinks from right to left, and after it disappears, the link moves to the bottom, and the other one comes in from the top. So let's start creating this effect. I will start here in my HTML by adding a UL. Then inside it, I will add an LI. Then an anchor tag inside that. And inside the anchor tag, I will add a span. And say home. Then I will add another span. And say home as well. So the first span is the one that will move to the top, and the second span will move from the bottom to take its place. All right, I will copy the LI, paste it 4 times, and as you can see, I've just changed the text. So we have About, Services, Portfolio, and Contact. All right, let's go to our CSS and start styling our menu. I will target the UL, then add Display, Flex. Then we want all the list items to sit one above the other, so I will add Flex Direction, Column. Then Justify Content, Center. And Align Items, Center as well. Alright, I will target the list items inside the UL. Then I will add Position, Relative, List Style, None, and Margin, 5 pixels. Now I will target the anchor tag inside the list items. Then add Position, Relative, Display, Block, Height, 40 pixels. Text decoration, none. Then padding, 5 pixels from top and bottom, and 10 pixels from left and right. Then I will add font weight, 300, letter spacing, 2 pixels, and finally, overflow, hidden. All right, let's work on the spans inside the anchor tags. I will target them, then add Position, Relative, Width, 100%, Height, 100%, so they take up the full width and height of the anchor tag. Then, in order to make the second span go to the bottom of the first span, we will add Display, Flex. So what this will do is it will make the second span sit side by side with the first one if there is a space. But since we set the width of our spans to 100%, the second span won't have a space to sit next to the first one. So it will move to the bottom and sit below it. Then I will add Align Items, Center, and Justify Content, Center. So as you can see, the second spans are shifted and sit below the first ones because they don't have enough space. And we can't see them because we set overflow in the anchor tag here to hidden. So if we remove that, you can see the second spans are now appearing below the first ones. All right, I will add overflow hidden again so that the second spans will disappear again. Let's continue styling the spans. I will go here and add transition, 0.5 seconds. Then color, white, font size, 20 pixels, And finally, text transform, capitalize. Now the spans are looking much better. Now, when hovering over the anchor tag, we want the first span to move from its position upward to the top, and the second span to move from the bottom and take its place. So I will say, when hovering over the anchor tag, I want to make some changes to the first span. So I will say span, nth child 1. And I will add transform, translate y, negative 100%. So now, when I go and hover over the first span, you can see it moves up to the top and disappears. Now, we want the second span to move from the bottom and take its place. So let's go back and do that. I will copy this block of code, paste it, and target the second span instead of the first one, and I won't change anything. So when I go and hover, now you can see when the first span moves upward, the second span comes from the bottom and takes its place. And this is the exact effect we want. Alright, let's work on the green background. I will go here and say A:before. And then I will add content, empty strings, position, absolute, top, 0, left, 0, and we want it to take up the full width and height of the anchor tag. So we will add width, 100%, height, 100% as well. Then background color, our green color, and now you can see we have a green background that has the same width and height as the anchor tag. Alright, we want the green background to only appear when hovering over the anchor tag. So, I will go back here and add transform, scale X, 0. And we want it to grow from left to right, so we'll add transform origin, left, then finally transition, 0.5 seconds. And when hovering over the link, we want it to grow again and appear. So I will say, when hovering over the link, I will make some changes to the before pseudo element. I will add transform, scale X, 1 again. And now you can see the green background is invisible. And when hovering over the link, it grows again from left to right, because we set its transform origin property to left. And when hovering away, it also shrinks from its left side, but we want it to shrink from its right side. So what we can do is we can go back here and add transform origin, right. And now you can see when I hover over the link, the green background grows from left to right, and when hovering it away, it shrinks into its right side. Alright, now we need to add some transition delays to make the green background wait until the first span moves to the top. So I will go here and add transition delay, 0.5 seconds. And now, when I go back and hover over the link, you can see the link moves first. Then after that, the green background appears, giving us the effect we want. The problem is, when we hover away, we want the green background to shrink first. Then after that, we want the span movement to happen. So we want to apply some transition delay to the span when hovering away. So I will go back here inside the span selector and add transition delay, 0.5 seconds. But this will cause the span movement to be delayed when hovering as well. So to prevent that and make the anchor tag appear immediately when hovering, we can go here and say transition delay, 0. Then I will also do the same here on the second span. So what this will do is it will make the two spans animate immediately when hovering, and it won't have any delays, but when hovering away, it will wait 0.5 seconds, because we set the transition delay to 0.5 seconds here. So when hovering, they animate immediately, and when hovering away, they will wait. And now, when I go and hover over the links, the spans move immediately, and the green background appears. And when hovering away, the green background shrinks, then the span movement happens after that. And this is the exact effect we want.